This author took the characters of Gossip Girl, put them on paper, changed the name. Hi, besties. Listen, ignore this. I was enjoying myself with this book up until that comment. What is in this, guys? Again, happy Monday. Welcome to a new weekly reading vlog. I'm here with Mr. Wyatt. I don't know what his deal is today. Actually, I do. It's because I was at work longer than usual, so he feels the need to really amp it up tonight. But it is currently 7 something in the evening, and I am here to tell you guys the TBR for this week. So let me get the books. Hang on. I'm giving myself options, okay? First book is The Legacies. I'm in the middle of this. I'm on page... oh my god, I'm not even halfway through it. I'm on page 127. And this one is like Gossip Girl, but make it a mystery. Basically is what this is. I'm legit being serious when I say this author took the characters of Gossip Girl, put them on paper, changed the name, changed the school name. That's what this is. So I'm very close to DNFing that because it's just very icky, you know? Next, I've been seeing this book go around, and a lot of people have been talking about this book, and I really want to read it. I want to give it a chance, but I don't know if I'm in the right headspace to read a romance without picking it apart. You know, I want it for when it's a little nicer outside because it's been raining for the past couple days, so I want it when it's sunny out. I want to be able to take it to my parents and sit outside when I'm over there and just enjoy this book. So I don't know if that will happen this week. We'll see. However, I did just finish reading a thriller. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, watch last week's weekly reading vlog. I talk about it in there. So I've been loving thrillers. So I think I'm going to pick up The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. No idea what this is about, but it says, what happens when love pushes you to the edge? I was going to save this, but I'm like, Kaylin, why are you saving this when pool season is still a couple months away and there's going to be newer thrillers coming out? Just read it. So I think I'm going to read this. And because I have not made any progress, I really do truly need to pick up Chain of Iron because, you guys, I'm 83 pages into this. So I really need to make some progress on this. So I think I'm going to film a read with me at some point this week and post it as a bonus video. Have yet to decide if I am going to post a Sunday video this coming week or just go another week without it. I don't know. I had the idea of reading 100 pages a day, but then the idea of doing a double vlog and having double b-roll and double updates, I'm like, I don't have that in me, so I'm not going to do that. So I don't know, we'll see if I do anything. I also have a busy week this week, work-wise, and this weekend I'm busy, so I don't know if I'll actually have time. So maybe I'll just take the rest of March off from posting on Sundays, which is literally just this week. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to take the rest of March off. In case you can't tell, I'm really tired. I had a really long day at work. So I think I'm going to sit on the couch. I have been watching The Umbrella Academy, so I think I'm going to sit and watch the remainder of the episode I have on Umbrella Academy. And then I think I'm going to pick up this book. And I think that is what we're going to do. And those are the plans for today. I will talk to you guys later. Hello guys, happy Tuesday. I just got out of the shower, which is why my hair looks like this, but I'm coming to you with a book haul. Not a big one, there's one book, and I should say book mail. I'm coming to you book mail and reading updates. So let's do reading updates first. So last night I started The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth, and from what I know, we are following this couple named Pippa and Gabe who live on this little bungalow on the side of a seaside cliff. And this cliff is notorious for people going who want to in their life. And they've so far have had 7 people come and try to end their life. And Gabe, who is the husband, has been able to talk them down off of it. And he's this hero, whatever. But one day comes this woman and he's not able to, and the wife is watching from the window, Pippa is, and she turns around real quick because something goes on with the kids. She turns back and she sees Gabe's hands like this, and the woman's no longer there. So she's like, did he push her? But no, he's a good person. I'm not sure. That's really where I'm at in the book right now. There has been stuff alluding to Pippa and Gabe having troubles in their marriage before. So I'm not really sure what that's about. I should tell you that we are getting past and present chapters, but also we're throwing in the woman who was, who jumped off the cliff. Her name is Amanda. We're getting chapters from her as she has recently passed. Like, she's dead and she's like giving us information. So far, I don't know if they're all going to be like that, but that's pretty much where I am at. I am 6 chapters in, page 28. It doesn't read as fast as The Prisoner, but I will say we are just kind of setting things up, so I'm guessing like once we get into it, it will read pretty fast. So there's that. I do like the whole aesthetic of this book, how they're in like a cozy bungalow by the sea. She describes there's nothing better than going out and like smelling this fresh sea air. I love that. So I don't know, I'm really liking it. And for book mail, I ordered this when I saw that Waterstones was doing a special edition paperback of this book sequel. That's really bad. I don't know what the book sequel is. The Ballad of Never After. And that is Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Now, I've not read anything by Stephanie Garber. I have Caravel on my shelves. Have not read it yet. I want to, but I also really just want to read this before Caravel. But I think they're set in the same kind of world as Caravel. Like, their stories don't tie, but it's set in the same kind of world. So I think it might be okay to read this without knowing anything. I don't know, you guys tell me, but look at this cover. I love the UK cover more than the American. Okay, should we just say it? UK covers are superior to American book covers. Like, if you have seen the American book cover of this book, hate it. This is so pretty, and this has an inside flap. It says you have to have a working heart for it to break, and it says heroes don't get happy endings. The back of the book, it says they give them to other people. So yes, I am pretty excited to read this. I low-key just want to ditch my TBR this week and read this. Like, I'll finish this, but I kind of want to read this week. Oh, maybe we're feeling a blue theme. Also, LOL at how little this book is. I have a American paper size. Oh, okay, yeah, I thought so. It's a little shorter than the American, but very happy to have this in my possession. But that is it from me. I'm currently exporting my vlog, which will be last week's vlog for you guys, but it says I've run out of storage space on my MacBook, which I have an external hard drive, and I only use this computer for editing, and I need to clear out some of the storage. So, anyways, I'm gonna go, and I will talk to you guys later. I'm having my current snack fixation, and you guys just have to trust me, okay? This is egg salad. This is the remainder I have. I meal prepped this for my lunches, and I made my last lunch for work, so I'm having this with a snack, and I like to eat it with some Sun Chips. It stay in my calories, and I get protein in, and it's delicious. I recommend. I make my egg salad with honey Dijon mustard, a little bit of mayo, paprika, salt, pepper. It's delicious. Please trust me and try this. I'm also going to be watching the first season of Love is Blind. I've never watched the first season. I've been watching The Umbrella Academy, and y'all, I'm just bored. Like, it hasn't gripped my attention. I don't really care to finish it. Maybe I just have to get past the first season. I'm not really sure, but this is what I want. Okay, I want Love is Blind, and I'm going to watch it right now. Hi, besties. Listen, ignore this. So I'm reading The Soulmate, and I wasn't planning on updating you guys today. I've been busy, okay? We had work, came home, cleaned the house, and I've been busy just existing. So I wasn't planning on vlogging because honestly, I'm not trying this new thing where if I don't feel like vlogging, I'm not going to vlog. Just because it's a weekly vlog doesn't mean I have to vlog every single day, especially like if I don't feel the vlog. Especially if I don't like feel the want to do it. Anyways, but like I just have to say something. So the reflection of the glasses. I really need to invest in glasses with reflection protection. What's that? Anti-glare. Is that what it's called? Yes. Let me just fix this because this is some people look great with hoods on. I don't. I'm not a person that looks good with a hood, but I'm cold. Okay, so The Soulmate. This may be a spoiler. So I'm going to put it up. But I think it needs to be said because I haven't seen anything about this book. No one's talked about this book that I know of. So I think I told you guys we're following this guy, this couple who lives on this cliff that's called The Drop, and a lot of people jump off of it to, and they've had a couple people that they have encountered, and the husband stops them, talks them off, all that, but all but one, the last one, and it ends up they have a connection. Like, he knows the girl who jumped off, and I say that jumped because it's looking like she didn't. Spoiler alert, but actually it says that in the thing. Anyways, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff that's coming out, and the thing with this book is I think it's being told from an unreliable narrator. Like, I think that's what's happening because we never get the husband, Gabe. We never get his point of view. We're always getting Amanda, which is the woman who jumped from the cliff. We're getting her before jumping and after, meaning in the afterlife, and then we're getting Pippa, who is the wife of Gabe. We're getting her before, like, then is what it's called. So it's like the events leading up to the jump and then the jump and afterwards. So we're getting two different POVs from like two different timelines, and we're never getting Gabe's POV. So I'm wondering if that's on purpose. I wonder if it's an unreliable narrator and that's why we're not getting him, because you know. But Gabe has ADHD, and so there's been touch on ADHD and what it is, and which, coming from someone, I don't have hyperactiveness, I have attention deficit disorder. So I can relate, but I can't relate because I don't know what it's like to have the hyperactiveness, distraction, the wanting to do this and that, and then putting it off, and that, like, I understand that. But they're having troubles, and Pip's sister comes to her because there's a history with Gabe and him, like, not being great. So I'm just gonna read this because it really rubbed me the wrong way, and I'll tell you why. What is it going to take for you to see what is happening here, Pip? Kate cries. What is he going to have to do? You've supported him through affairs, an illegitimate child, his career disgrace, and mental illness. What's next? See, she puts mental illness in that statement as if it's a bad thing, as if it's something comparable to him having an affair, and it's not. A mental illness is a health, okay? That's something you can't control. You can control having an affair. You can control having a child with someone else that's a product of an affair. You can control all that. That is on you. A mental illness is not something you can control. It's something that has to deal with the chemicals in our brain, genetics, all that. So I don't understand why the author put it in the same category as an affair, as a child, as a product of an affair, a career disgrace. Like, why is it in the same sentences as that? Like, I don't understand. So for that, this book was getting, like, it was giving 3-star vibes. No, that is getting a 1.5. No, I don't like that. I don't like how the author compared it at all. And maybe I'm looking too far into this. So if you guys have read this book and you guys are still listening, even though it's like kind of a spoiler alert, please tell me what you think, because am I looking too far into this, or am I like hitting the nail on the head? I think I'm hitting the nail on the head, but I don't know. But I'm gonna keep reading because literally I have like 70 pages to go, maybe 60 pages to go. Sorry, I had to do math in my head. So I am gonna keep reading because I want to know what's happened. And a lot of the reviews I'm looking at, even though I'm trying to not let reviews sway my attention, they've all said like it was this rating and then the twist at the end made it this rating. So I don't know, we'll see. I kind of want to figure it out. But so far, those are my thoughts. I'll come back with my final thoughts when I'm finished. I don't know if I'm going to come back tonight or tomorrow morning, and maybe tonight because they'll be fresh in my mind. But okay, that's all I wanted to say. I hope you guys are doing well. I feel like I haven't talked that much to you guys in this vlog, and I'm sorry, but I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, I'm gonna go. And just like that, friends, we finished a book. So my feelings on this book have not changed. I was enjoying myself with this book up until that comment, and I really was just, we got the ick. However, I will say the twist that everyone talks about is like this big twist. I didn't think it was that shocking, but it could be because I was just in that headspace of when I just read that comment and was like a little ugh from this book. But yeah, I didn't think it was that shocking. I didn't think it was that twisting. This is definitely kind of a cozy thriller. This is a thriller you want to read on a rainy, yucky day, like in the summer, like a random rainy day in the summer where it's thunderstorming, but it's still warm out. Like it's got the summer thunderstorms, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. And you have the windows open and you hear the rain, you pull this book out. That's when you want to read this book, because there's a lot of talk of the sea and rain and cozy like cottages and a little like cafe that's called the Pantry that is just very cozy. So this would be perfect for that. And it's not psychologically thrilling. It's It's more of like a mystery of, did she really jump, or did something cause her to fall off the cliff? It's something like that. There is mental illness talk in this, so just be aware. There's actually quite a bit of it in here. I don't think it's done well. One of the trends I see a lot in books is they use mental illness as a reason why these people are doing the things they're doing, when that's not it. I don't like that. So that's kind of one of the things that this book did. So, you know, for that, I'm going to give it a 1.5 star. Because I was enjoying it, and the comment just, and the way that, like, they wrapped it up. Although the author did recognize that, like, towards the end, the author made the character say, like, it wasn't the mental illness that, like, caused this. It was the person. I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to give anything away. So I did appreciate that, but I don't know. There's still a lot of it in there that I was like, nah. I'm going to go because I've rambled enough, and I'm really kind of tired, but that's on this book. Tomorrow, I will show you guys the book I'm picking. I think I already know what book I'm picking. I think I'm gonna pick Once Upon a Broken Heart. I really want to read that. Like, it's on my shelf, my TBR shelf, and that I see when I walk into my house, and I really want it. So yeah, that may be it. Wyatt is here at my feet. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go to bed. Actually, I'm going to play some Switch, and then I'm going to go to bed. But I will talk to you lovelies tomorrow. Hi, friends. Happy Friday. Have not talked to you guys at all today, but I've been busy. I felt really good this morning. So let me catch you up to speed on what I've done for my day, because I've done some things. So first off, we woke up really slowly, which was fantastic for me. And I woke up and I saw it was raining. It's a gloomy day here in Ohio, which I don't mind, but I think because it's been so rainy and yucky here, I just want the sun. Like, yesterday was beautiful, and then it's sunny, and then it's gloomy today. Tomorrow's supposed to be gloomy. Sunday's supposed to be pretty. What is up with work nights being like pretty, and then the weekends are so gross? What is up with that? I don't know. Anywho, and then we worked out, and then we got ready for the first time, and I don't even know how long. It's been a really long time since I've put makeup on my face, and I've just struggled with self-confidence, and I've just had those thoughts in my head that are just not so nice about myself. So I finally put makeup on because I wanted to, and I feel great. I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, you know what, bitch, you're actually really pretty. Like, stop ever doubting your confidence and your looks, because you're actually very pretty. Tell yourself that every day. A little tip is you look in the mirror and you tell yourself you're beautiful, you're pretty, or you could say, hi, gorgeous. It does a lot to you. Is it hard? Yes, but it does a lot to you. How did we get on that subject? I don't know. We filmed a video. I filmed a video for a Sunday. OMG. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to go up this Sunday or next Sunday. We shall see. But it depends on what I do tomorrow, because because me and my parents were supposed to go to the botanical gardens, but if it really is supposed to rain all day, then I'm staying home and I'll edit the video and then it will go up this Sunday. But if I go, it won't go up until next Sunday, which is okay. And then we filmed some reels. We took some Instagram pics, which if you don't follow me on Bookstagram, you totally should. I'll put it right here. It's always in the description. I'm currently cooking lunch, and I picked out my next read, which, yes, you guys saw, Once Upon a Broken Heart. I have not gotten into this yet, but I really want to read this. I've been itching for a YA fantasy. So I'm going to go have some lunch, watch an episode of Love is Blind, and we will start reading. friends. Happy afternoon. What? Happy Saturday. I have not talked to you guys since sometime yesterday. I forget the last time I updated you guys, but I did start a Once Upon a Broken Heart. And you guys, we read 223 pages. What is in this book? Because if you have been watching for the past couple weeks, you know I've been in a little bit of a slump. I haven't really found a book that I love. And I think we got our mojo back because what was the one book I just finished? Actually, we finished 2 books already this week. So maybe she's back from her reading slump. But this one is so good. And I knew I would like this book because it's a YA fantasy romance. Typically with those kind of books, I know I'm going to enjoy from the young adult section. I love me a good young adult fantasy. I don't know what it is about these books. I think because they just feel so magical. Something about that genre just pulls me in. So I'm really loving this book. And I've heard excellent things about this book. I don't think I've heard one bad thing about this book. And I pre-ordered the paperback version from Waterstones that looks like this. And then she just announced that she is going to do signed editions for Waterstone. And I went ahead and pre-ordered that before even picking this book up. But I'm really glad I did because I love this book. Let me tell you what this book is about. I am going to read the summary and then I'll tell you kind of my thoughts. Side note, the girl's name, I forget how to pronounce. I looked it up last night. I think it's Evangeline. I think it's Evangeline. For as long as she can remember, Evangeline Fox has believed in happily ever after until she learns the love of her life is about to marry another and her dreams are shattered. Desperate to stop the wedding and heal her wounded heart, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic but wicked Prince of Hearts. In exchange for his help, he asks for 3 kisses to be given at the time and place of his choosing. But Evangeline's first promised kiss, she learns that bargaining with an immortal is a dangerous game and that the Prince of Hearts wants far more from her than she pledged. And he has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. And you guys, I love it. So basically, like it said, we're following Evangeline, who has lost both of her parents. She's an orphan. The only kind of family she has is her stepmother and her stepsister named Marisol. And she has this guy that she really loves named Luke. And something happens and she's like convinced Luke is like the greatest love of her life, blah, blah, blah. And the opening of this book is her being so heartbroken because Luke is marrying Marisol, which is her stepsister. And so she goes to this church to ask for the Prince of Hearts to like help her like stop the wedding. And so she meets the Prince of Hearts, which his name is Jax. And Jax is just this very suave, charismatic, dangerous kind of guy that just like draws you in. Okay. And she does it. And then she goes to the wedding to like see if it's been stopped. And when she gets there, everyone is turned to stone. So to save them, because the only way to save them is for someone to take their place, she drinks the goblet that had the poison in it and she's turned to stone. And then she wakes up and she's like this big old hero, and something happened to Luke, but he has like confessed his love for Marisol and he really loves Marisol. And Jax did say a line that if he really loved Evangeline, he wouldn't be marrying another woman. And she's like, no. And then she like comes to be like, oh yeah, I think that's true. So the Empress invites her to pretty much afternoon tea, and they want her to go take their place in the north for this kind of festival. It's like a tradition that they have. There's a prince named Apollo there that holds this ceremony that for him to find a bride. So he dances with, I think it's 5 women, and he dances with them until he chooses a bride. And there's no amount of time that this goes on. It could go on for a couple days, it could go on for a couple weeks, or it could go on for months. So she goes and she takes her stepsister with her. And so they're there for the festival, but Jax is also there, and he's got something up his sleeve. I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't want to spoil any of it, but that's pretty much the premise of this book, and I really like it. I will say my thoughts on Apollo the Prince that, we're supposed to like because he's the prince. It gives me the ick. Especially at where I'm at in the book, because I'm on part 2. They're currently at the festival. I'm not going to say anything, but it gives me the ick. But I understand why he's like this, because if you've read this, Jax. I love Jax. And I hope that's the guy I hope she is his one true love, because he said, like, no one can kiss him. If you kiss him, you die. Or if he kisses you, he'll kill you. And except for, like, his one true love is the only one that can kiss him. And I'm, just hoping. But I don't know. I've never read Stephanie Garber. Sarah J. Maas has, like, a pattern. We all know that, like, the first person the girl character, like, falls in love with is not, like, her real love. Like, it's coming. So we know that with Sarah J. Maas. Stephanie Garber, I have no idea. I've never read any one of her books, so I can't tell you, like, what's exactly going to go with that. But I do really like this book, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really glad that I decided to pick this book up. So, it's Saturday, and I'm home on a Saturday, which is really weird. Saturdays are usually the day I go to my parents' house. But there has been terrible wind. I'm talking 60-mile-an-hour wind going on. The whole Midwest is under severe weather watch. There was a tornado through most of the Midwest last night. Well, I guess like early this morning, like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. or something like that. Where I'm at, luckily we didn't get any of that. We're just getting the wind, and it looks pretty dark out, so I don't know if we're gonna get any sort of like rain or anything. I haven't really checked the weather, but I'm currently watching Sprints. Mel is hosting Sprints, so I'm on that. And it is 1:40, so I'm probably gonna go fix some lunch because I am a little hungry. But yeah, that's pretty much all my updates. I do at some point want to do Pilates or something, but I don't know yet because, the girl came to visit. If you know, she came to visit this morning, and the cramps are real. But I do know working out helps the cramps. I forget what the science is behind it, but I do know that because I remember back in summer when, the weather was nice all the time, I would go for walks and it would help. But I don't have a treadmill in my apartment. I do at the gym, but I'm not going to go to the apartment gym. Something about an apartment gym scares me. I think because they're so tiny. Like, my apartment gym isn't huge. It's just like a room. And essentially all gyms are rooms, Kaylin. But, like, you know what I'm saying. It's not like a huge gym room. It's just like a tiny gym room. And it's got a Peloton in there, though. And I've always wanted to ride a Peloton and try it out and see if I want one. But no. Anyways, yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm probably gonna go make lunch, like I said, and probably start editing this vlog since I've made a ton of progress in this book. I would love to finish this book today, which I think I could if I really wanted to, because it reads really, really fast. Some of the chapters are very short. Yeah, it's just very easy to read. If you're looking for a fantasy that's easy to read, check this one out. But yeah, I'm gonna go do all those things, and I will catch up with you guys later. Okay, I have not talked to you guys a lot today because I've been feeling very, very anxious this evening. Not sure why, because it's a Saturday and I don't have work tomorrow, so I don't know why I'm feeling anxious. So I'm going to do things to help me. One, read, because I'm really into this book, and the last time I updated you guys, I think I was on page like 223. I'm now on page 279, and I have my Switch here just in case I want to play some Disney Dreamlight Valley, and I may watch Next Level Chef while I do that. I don't know. We'll see, but those are the plans, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. friends. It is now Monday, and I just got done rough cutting this vlog, and I realized that I didn't talk to you guys a lot this weekend, and I apologize. I wasn't feeling the best on Saturday. Sunday, I was supposed to go to this botanical gardens place with my parents, but it was actually community day, and we didn't know that until we got there. And when we pulled in the parking lot, we could not find a parking spot. Like, people were parking on the grass. So we're like, nah. So basically what we did is we went to this park that my parents used to take me to when I was little. I actually grew up in the area that this park is in, and I vividly remember going there and just pretending I was a princess. This park is really cool. It has a really big mansion, and it looks like a castle, and it used to have this bridge that you could like go under, but they closed it all off. It's a very popular wedding venue now, and actually the mansion that's there is supposedly haunted. The guy who owned it, his wife was, I think she was killed in there, and then he hung himself. So it's haunted, supposedly. But yeah, it was really cool to go there. It was kind of like a full circle moment. I got a little emotional because my mom got emotional when we were there. She was like, I can't believe it. Like, here you are almost 30, and I used to bring you here when you were in diapers. And I was like, Mom. So it was really nice to go there with my parents. And then we went out to lunch, which I didn't film any B-roll of that, so I'm so sorry. I had fish and chips, which so good. But I actually did finish Once Upon a Broken Hearts last night when I was in bed. I just didn't update you guys because it was late. So I rated this 4 stars. I really liked this book. I am actually pretty happy that the romance in this book isn't really the full focus. Like, it hasn't been developed yet. If you know, I think it's gonna be developed. I could be totally wrong, but the romance that I want to happen has not really developed. We got like inklings of it, like little sprinkles. It's very much a slow burn kind of type thing. They're not really friends. I think they're friends now, but they were more of like, I wouldn't say enemies. They just weren't very fond of each other, or at least Evangeline wasn't fond of this person. But yeah, I really liked this a lot. I'm excited to pick up the next book in here, which is, what is the next book? The Ballad of Never After. I kind of just want to buy the American version, but we're doing a no spend in April, so I will not be buying any books in April, because the reason why I'm doing no spend is I'm just curious to see how much money I can save. It's a chance for me to save some money, and then I think like in May I'm gonna treat myself to a book shopping event. I don't know. I haven't done book shopping in so long, and I really want to. The last time I went like a big book shopping, I think was it last October or was it December? I can't remember the last time, but it's been a while. So there's that. I rated a 4 star, but that's all I have for you for this vlog. I know it's pretty short. Usually my vlogs are over an hour long, and here we're sitting at 36 minutes. Probably gonna be 40 minutes after this. But I hope you guys enjoyed it anyways. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, because I would love to have you here. If you don't already, you can follow me on my social medias. They are always linked down below. And I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are reading lots of good books. And I will see you guys in my next video.